Sometimes you gotta say, hey, I'm gonna fuck you softly. I'm gonna screw you gently. I'm gonna hump you sweetly. I'm gonna ball you discreetly.
Help me, someone.
And then you say, wait a minute, Mark.
Okay, hold on. All right. So, can we start? Or do you want to finish your song
I'm good.
first?
You can start.
You sure?
Yeah.
Sure you don't want to finish singing?
Positive.
Everybody, welcome to another episode of Dickin Around.
If you haven't noticed, we changed the scenery a little bit. Couldn't get into where we normally record today, so we had to do a little rearranging.
We have our special guest.
I don't want to introduce myself. I don't feel that that's very classy. I feel like you should introduce me for me.
Well, what do you want us to introduce you as? We didn't really go over this.
Young Nasty Man.
This is Young Nasty Man.
Young Nasty Man, Jeremy.
Nasty Man. All right.
We got Big Mac, and then you got
Big
me.
Mac, DisengagedSoul, Young Nasty Man. Special guest of the day. I don't know what the fuck that was, but okay.
It's our gang sign. I feel like you need a gang sign. Look, we're a gang at this point.
Oh, you're right.
Can't even do this.
Kind of flutters. It's like that thing.
Flutters like a
holding
pigeon having a heart
dynamite.
attack.
Dude, pigeons have heart attacks in real life. You've never seen that shit, but if you did, you would take it seriously. Supposedly, our topic for the day is video games that need movie adaptations. Which
No, other way around.
movies that need video game adaptations?
Right.
Yep.
I think it should be the other way around because most movies don't need video game adaptations because whenever they do that, it usually sucks.
Depending on the game.
That's a that's like something that's been done for years. They've been making movie video games, and like the ratio of good ones to mediocre ones is so skewed. Like I think everyone knows the best movie game ever made was Spider-Man 2.
Oh, yeah.
Best one. And like if you think about all the movie games that have come out since then, most of them are from kids' movies. Number one.
True.
And
Well, what about Resident Evil, the game came out before the movie, so never mind.
The movies mostly aren't related to the games either.
Yeah, the movies are...
And then, you know, even some that you think would be good, like the Pacific Rim game, are still pretty.
Do they have a
mediocre.
Pacific Rim game?
They do.
They do?
I did not know that.
That was going to be on my list.
Yeah.
I didn't know
There
they
you go,
had
you
that.
can scratch it off now.
All right, cool. There's video games that need movie adaptations.
So, as far as games that I feel like need movie adaptations, I'm gonna say Monster Hunter. I don't know if you guys ever played Monster Hunter.
Yeah, that's it.
But I
pretty
feel
good.
like that's one with a good open room for an adaptation, even if it wasn't like straight from the series, even if only you took like, you could take the monsters and put it in like a different setting, like maybe if the setting was instead of like in this medievally type of thing where they have it, it's not even medieval, I don't know why I said that, but instead of like where it generally is, you know, Monster Hunter is like tropical places and shit, you could have it in some like destroyed ass civilization that was ruined by these monsters, and you have people who go back out and try to fight them to restore.
So kind of like a Fallout kind of thing?
Kind of like a Fallout, but with more big swords.
Okay.
A lot of big swords.
Instead of like,
Monster Hunter.
slow down time.
Yeah, instead of hacking, instead of god modding life, yeah.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
You know what I do like about Fallout though?
What?
Like that you can punch stuff.
Yeah.
I did a New Vegas build last semester, and I did like a whole punch thing. I could punch a Deathclaw to death.
Holy crap.
And that's wonderful to me.
That's
a
a
wonderful
That's a pretty
thing.
great thing. You can do that's pretty
Punch
fun.
the shit out of it. You do the uppercut thing.
Yeah, it's like
It's just like its head just implodes.
Just go boo.
If you don't have bloody mess as a perk on Fallout,
you need it.
you need it.
It's
You're a
definitely
huge wiener if you don't have it, and not a good huge wiener. You're a shitty huge wiener.
So number 5 for you.
Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter. What about you?
For me, number 5, I'd say...
So wait, my mind is dying a little. So we're doing video games that need movies?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not the other way around, because that other idea was stupid, and I'm mad at you for suggesting it.
Whatever. That was his idea, not mine.
I'm mad at you for suggesting it, Baldy. Alright, now what's yours gonna be?
Honestly, Fallout.
Honestly, Fallout?
Yeah, Fallout New Vegas.
New Vegas? I think New Vegas would be good, because like, honestly, the plot of 3 I didn't think was as good as New Vegas.
Well, yeah, the 3 was like, oh, I'm in a vault, I leave vault, oh god.
Find Dad, Dad's dead, I'm dead. The end.
Yep, I get a bunch of money.
But New Vegas. Now, if we're going by New Vegas, if we're going by, especially by the strip storyline, like, what side would you want the main character to go to? Who would you want them to side with, or
It's been a long freaking time since I played that. Like I played it when I got it. Like
Okay,
the
I think
first
your
day.
options are like the Enclave, Mexican dudes, the NCR,
I like the NCR, honestly.
Caesar's Legion, Mr. House, or you can take it over yourself.
I'd take it over myself.
Yeah, I'd take it over myself.
See, that's a shitty one. When you do that, even the game is like, wow, you just fucked up everything. Way to go, asshead. It literally just tells you that you fucked humanity over when you do that. Because to do that, you have to kill Mr. House, and Mr. House is like really smart. It's not related to Hugh Laurie. I wish he was.
Fair enough. All right.
I'd go with House because I think that's the natural one. And plus, like, if you're gonna make it like an actual movie, for it to be successful, you really can't have like a plot line where humanity gets fucked over. Nobody likes that. Everyone
Depending on
wants
the
a
movie.
hero.
Depending on the movie.
Like, which movie would you think
Like,
that everything just sucks at the end?
well, the Dawn of the Dead movies.
Is that, yeah? Well, that's a zombie movie though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a different concept, really.
I guess you're right. Yeah.
Like, especially if people are going to be looking at adaptations of game movies, especially in games like Fallout where you have like a karma system, I don't think they're really going to be interested in like
Fair enough. Fair enough.
things where, you know, you're exploiting the bad side of the karma. It's not really.
If they did like
Well, unless there's like a twist where the main character ends up being the villain.
I tell you, it would be a really good movie.
And then Benny comes out and he shoots you in the head again. And he's like, I saved the shit.
Yeah.
And he rubs your tits a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Bombs
a
you.
little bit.
Little
All
nipple
right.
action, maybe dip.
So we've
your
got
mouth.
Monster Hunter
And Fallout.
and
New
Fallout,
Vegas.
New Vegas. Number 5 for me, I'd probably have to go with maybe like. I was gonna say Ratchet and Clank, but they already have a Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, that's
They
coming
already
out like
have
next
that,
year.
so
yeah.
I couldn't say that one. I just had it and it lost.
Is it Jack and Daxter?
No.
Okay. I was wondering if you're thinking like Ratchet and Clank. I was wondering if it was another like game from.
I'm
that
gonna go with
era.
the Fear series.
Oh,
I
yes.
really think that would be a really good movie.
That'd be an interesting one, yeah.
Yeah, just I mean, as long as they keep it like good and not go like the way Fear 3 went, and it was just shoot everything that moves until it's dead. If they go with the third one or the first one where it's like, hey, there's a demon girl that's trying to kill everything, but there's also super soldiers that are extremely intelligent.
Intelligent.
Hashtag intelligent.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
please stop.
And they just
Very offended by the fact that you just did that.
can't win.
I'm also kind of hard right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Number 4.
Oh, we have 5 for each of us. Shit. Shit, I did not mentally prepare myself for that much thinking.
Do you want to go dead?
No, I can think of something. Moo. I don't know. I don't know. I really
Go,
wasn't
Mark.
expecting this kind of pressure.
Number 4 for me. It was supposed to come out, but they canceled it. The Spyro movie. Spyro the Dragon.
That would have been really cool.
It was supposed to come out, but they canceled. They had a poster made up and everything for it, and it never came out.
That would have been cool. They probably, because that's another Insomniac game like Ratchet and Clank, so they probably moved their focus to making that into a feature for the Silver Screen.
I tell you what, now that we're sitting here thinking about this, there's a lot of good games that could be movies. Like, if they were good movies.
If they were good movies, yeah, they could make shitty game movies, and that would be no fun.
There is an Infamous movie coming out, too.
That was one of the ones I was going to say. It was Infamous. Or like a Prototype movie. That'd be really
Prototype would be excellent.
Ugh. I would watch a Prototype movie, but I would be upset about it. Because I think it would be a cool movie, but God, I hate Alex Mercer.
I was talking more of like the second game.
But see, then how you can't like go straight into the second game as a movie, because then, you know, the premise is like, is sort of lost.
How about this then?
You have to
You explain Alex Mercer the way the Fear explained Paxton Fettle.
I don't think that would
And you're
work.
playing as
As the black guy.
the black guy. You already got all the same
But
powers.
I don't know. I don't think you can count on like. I don't think we can count on people to be that smart. I know
I guess
that's
you're
mean, but like,
I guess you're right, yeah, too.
like try to count on people to like fill in the blanks is kind of bad. Like what they're doing with like the DC, the Justice League, Dawn of Justice, Superman versus Batman movie. They're just going into it, and granted, like a lot of people like know these other heroes like the Flash and Aquaman and Wonder Woman, but you know they didn't do like Marvel. They don't have time really anymore. They have to catch up. But they didn't do like that where they had origin stories for everybody, and they sort of jumped into it. They were just like, we're just gonna introduce these characters, and then we'll give them their own movies later.
Okay.
But like to do that for especially Prototype, I feel like that's a movie where if you don't I mean, as
Have a
much as
first one?
as much as I dislike Alex Mercer, I feel like not including him in a prototype movie.
I feel like if they did a movie with him, I feel like he would be a better character than he was in the game.
Probably.
But in the movie, like in the game, he is like I hate everyone, let's kill everything that moves kind of.
Such a dick ass.
He kind of was, not gonna lie.
Not cool.
The new guy, he is a beast. Like the new guy, like he runs up to Mercer like when he first sees him in the beginning of the game and like stabs the shit out of his neck like 30 times, and then Mercer turns around and just like he goes like flying
Get outta here.
and he gets up and he's like he keeps running at him and he just keeps getting knocking away, and it's really cool.
It's like a story of perseverance.
Yeah,
I haven't played Prototype 2 in God knows how long.
I beat it and was like, I'm done with the series now. Number 4? Go.
I think I want to see a Borderlands movie.
Yes.
Except like
With more of an actual story, not just run around and do errands for people.
As long as it's not the first movie, cool. Or the first game.
that's
cool.
another thing that's just like with the prototype thing. Even though the first one, I think if they adapted it into film and condensed it, they'd be able to improve it and actually give it like a not shitty plot.
Because the freaking first game, like the whole
Didn't have
game
much of
was
a plot
like
at all,
vault.
yeah.
Go
It
find
was-
the vault.
it was
Yeah, I
shitty.
found the vault.
And the second one, they actually had a story. I think that would be cool, but like then you'd have all these characters coming from the first one, and nobody
It'd
knew
be like,
what
who the
fuck
heck
they
are these people?
Like, who are these guys? Why are they important?
Yeah.
You know, then it's like when they have like people who are supposed to be really good, like other movies, but they don't explain like why or what they did to become important.
Fair enough.
There, and then
So kind of like the new G.I. Joe movie, where like the main character of the first movie, it dies in like the first 2 seconds of the next one, and they bring in all these new people, and they're like, these people are really good.
oh, they're good. They're like,
why?
wow, we never heard of them. Yeah, it's because then you have like, and then even then you wouldn't even be able to say they're that good because you get to parts of Borderlands 2 like where you beat Wilhelm. And it had established in the story that the first 4 Vault Hunters could not beat Wilhelm. Like, they tried, they couldn't do it. And then you have these new guys that nobody's ever heard of that just showed up and just fucked everything up. And went
And then
hard.
just killed the crap out of
Yeah, they
Wilhelm.
just- yeah. And so then you...
He was actually a pretty deep, evil boss.
Yeah, and
he was pretty
he's
hard.
playable in the new one.
Is he really?
He's a playable character.
Pre-sequel.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be neat. I'd be interested.
I really want to play that, but I don't have money for
Don't have
that.
the muns.
But yeah, I would like a Borderlands movie. I'm a big Borderlands fan.
I will tell you what I think would be a number 4 movie. Or no, I'm gonna save it for number 3. Number 4 for me would probably be the Mercenaries series. If you've ever played the Mercenaries games, if they could figure out a way to like, if they did the second one, like if they did the way the second one is, it's another game where you need the first one to be a thing. Maybe. I don't know. Because the second one, you're in like a whole different area and you're going after a whole bunch of different people.
Right.
Like pretty much like the whole movie, he's like, or the whole game is you're like, I need to find this person and shoot him because he stole my house.
That's a bummer.
Number 3. What you got?
I know this is kind of like an obvious thing, but I think a Grand Theft Auto movie.
I was gonna say that
They
for
should
number
adapt
2.
Number 5 as a movie.
Oh,
I don't
my-
want to see Number 5 as a movie. Honestly.
Really?
I don't.
Oh, I
want
would
see
love
5
to
as a
see
movie.
5 as a movie.
I want to see 4 as a movie.
4 was good. I just think 5 would be.
I think 5 would be.
Because you could just have it like splitting him in different like characters
I
all
think
the
in
time.
that sense it would be really cool, but I just like Nico's story a lot.
I wish they would have brung Nico into the fourth one. Or
Because
the
they
fifth
brought Klebitz and Johnny Klebitz from the biker gang, and
They're
never
apparently
killed
supposed to
him.
bring him in like a DLC or something.
Okay, cool.
Or in like the
Well,
next
I mean,
gen.
they mentioned Nico.
Yeah, they mention him. They
yeah.
mention him like 4 or 5
Like,
times.
why would they not?
Yeah.
He's badass.
He is pretty
like
badass.
Slovakian and shit.
Well, they said that everything from the beginning all the way, as soon as they got the PS3, everything before PS3 doesn't exist.
Yeah,
It's
that's
no longer canon.
fucking fine with that.
Yeah.
Too young to remember. Like, I by the time like 4 came out, I was old enough to actually like appreciate
The story
Like
and
the
stuff.
story. When I played Grand Theft Auto as a kid, I was like shoot shit, steal cars, jetpack,
Pretty much.
crash a plane into a highway.
I
Fuck
think the
it.
greatest thing ever in the 4th one doesn't make any sense. You remember the scene where he has a deagle and he like blows the crap out of the one dude away? He shoots like 11 shots in the gun and the game only has 9.
That is a huge plot hole, and I don't like that you brought it up. It's upsetting me.
It was quite funny.
It's upsetting me. Sorry. You know what was it? The beating heart inside the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that?
That was freaky.
Yeah, it was weird as shit.
Video of it, yeah.
Okay, so we got GTA. That's a definite. I was gonna bring that one up as like number 2.
Yeah,
So.
GT. I mean, it just make like, cause well, you know, it's one of those outlaw movies where you have like just guys just robbing shit, you know, cause there's like a big thing with like romanticization of like criminal activity in movies, and you know that would just be a cool thing.
It would be. It'd be really neat.
People would like that.
So, how would you do number 3? Speak.
I want to see a Legend of Zelda movie.
Why would I hate you for that?
Because everybody
Depending
gets
on
one
which
because
one.
everybody gets Ocarina of Time.
No.
Fuck no.
Wind
It's the
Waker.
original.
Dude,
That
Wind Waker.
First of all,
It's not the original
it's
original,
not
but
the original.
it's the one that actually went from an origin story
I would so
I
go
would
with.
still not do it.
I think if they did a Wind Waker movie, it'd be the
I would
greatest
say,
thing ever.
especially Wind Waker, because what I would like to see, especially in that one, is if they like got a kid.
To play it.
That would be great if they just got some little blonde kid in the outfit with the sword, and then you got some like. You got like fucking Ving Rhames or Terry Crews coming as Ganondorf, and they just duked it out. That'd be tight. It'd be weird, but I would dig that.
I
more.
also think it'd be cool if they did a Twilight Princess
Kids,
too.
like I would like. Yeah, I think if I was gonna do a movie for that, I'd say
Maybe Majora's
A
Mask,
Link
because
to the
Majora
Past.
Mask.
Well, no, because if you do
You need
Majora's
Ocarina of
Mask,
Time.
you have to do Ocarina.
I guess you're right. Yeah, I
Yeah.
just like Majora's
But I'd
Mask's
say
idea. of it.
Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, and Link to the
What
Past.
about Minish Cap?
For Skyward Sword.
Minish Cap would be Skyward Sword. I'd see Skyward Sword
Skyward
too.
Sword too. Yeah, Minish Cap was cool though. Like I liked the idea of it.
Yeah, I like Minish, but like looking back now, Skyward Sword I think would be probably the coolest one because it would have the most fights.
What about
like, Skyward
Spirit-
Sword
what
had a
about
lot of
Spirit
crazy
Tracks?
fights.
Spirit Tracks wasn't bad.
Spirit Tracks- no, I don't think it was bad. I think what most people didn't like about it was traversing the map. Everybody thought the overworld map was a pain, and I think it was, especially compared to
Train.
to Phantom Hourglass, where like and like Wind Waker, where you have a boat, you can just kind of go anywhere. With the train, you're kind of locked to certain
Yeah.
ways of getting to places, and like they purposefully made it annoying. They gave like enemies and shit. It never clicked with me. That one.
Fair enough,
I
fair
just
enough.
never got it. But I like the game fine. I like the concept that they brought in with like Zelda haunting the phantoms and like possessing their bodies. That was
Yeah, that
cool.
was neat. I liked that
was
a lot.
cool thing. Yeah. Give me just count yours in GTA and we move on
No,
to 2.
I got it.
Okay.
Killzone. A Killzone game. A Killzone movie would be fantastic.
Killzone movies, yeah.
If they kept the gore sequences.
Yeah, no.
Like
of
if
course.
it was not gory, I would be very mad. If it was like gory and like you saw like someone walk up to a Hellgas member and like stick a knife in their eye and like,
That'd be sick.
it'd be great. It'd
Yeah.
be the greatest movie ever. It'd be so good. Number 2.
I don't know. Number 2.
You said number 2.
Number 2. Duty.
Call of Duty.
How about no?
How about
Actually,
Depending on which Call of Duty.
I'd say Black Ops 2 would make a good movie.
Black Ops 2 wasn't bad.
I say Black
didn't-
Ops 1 would actually be pretty good because the whole twist with the dude,
Reznov?
Reznov the whole time actually being him at the end
Yeah.
would be like a great twist. I'm gonna say Black Ops 2.
I like the story for Black Ops.
Black
the most.
Ops, yeah.
Black Ops 2 had a
1.
good-
I thought I liked Modern Warfare, but it surpassed.
I liked Modern Warfare 2.
Everybody liked
And
Modern
1.
Warfare 2. Nothing against Modern Warfare 2. Great game, but I got pissed off when Roach died
And Ghost died. Oh man, I'm so sad.
I was like, after that, I was kind of like, how are you gonna introduce the 2 most badass motherfuckers? Like, nah, we done with that.
We
bruh.
did. They did.
done, bruh. They gone, bruh.
Ghost had a cool story too.
Ghost got his own DC comic. He was featured in
No.
like,
I don't mean Ghost. I mean Ghosts.
Yes.
Like the Call of
Oh.
Duty game. I liked the campaign for it. Like, did you play the campaign for it? Halfway through the campaign, like first mission, there's a giant space laser shooting down on the area you're at, and you're like sprinting through, and cars are like exploding behind you, and everything's like falling into the ground.
This Halo sounds like Halo.
It was really cool. That would be a really cool.
Did they really try to turn Call of Duty into an 80s action movie with like super soldiers?
That's what they did with Far Cry. Not regular Far Cry, but in the
Cry 3?
standalone. Yeah, in Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, they made like an 80s action movie with a cyborg dude.
There's like super cyborgs, and I was
Yeah.
like, what is going on?
It was really stupid, but it was kind of fucking cool at the same time.
Alright, so who's going now?
What did you say?
I said Black Ops.
Okay.
I just remembered and I lost it again.
That's how it is. Like,
Yeah, I just keep, I'm like,
there's so
okay,
many games.
I know it is. I know
so
it
many
is. And then it
games.
gets back to me. I'm like, oh, what is it? I don't even remember. Like I'm having like a brain fart now. There's something else with guns, probably against my better judgment. Not a big guns person. Damn, what was it?
I don't know.
Let me think for a second. I got this.
Why don't you go ahead?
Oh goodness, number 2. I would say a Time Splitters game, but I really don't think they could make a movie with that game. I mean, it'd be cool, but I don't think it'd be possible.
What would be really cool is if they made Psychonauts into a movie.
That would be a good ass movie. Psychonauts was sick. Okay, I thought of mine. I would like to see an Okami movie.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Oh, have you never played Okami?
I don't think so.
I never played it
Oh
myself, but
my
the art style is so
god. It's so awesome.
Is it fun?
Yeah, it's a great game. It
cool.
was
Like,
like
you play the game as like
A wolf.
painted wolf, and
You're
you
like a-
affect the environment with like a paintbrush.
your tail's like a paintbrush and you paint shit into existence. You get a giant blue sword up flying around on your back. Fucking badass,
that's
dude.
neat.
Yeah, no, it's sick.
God, God, there's so many games right
I actually
now.
already know what my number 1 would be too. It's not even my number 1, so I'm not gonna say
Save
it's
it?
just, like
Save it?
I want to save it.
Save it.
What's up now?
How about a Turok game?
Turok movie?
Turok movie.
Hell yeah!
That'd be so cool.
Hells yeah!
That'd be so neat.
Oh, which one?
The newest one.
The newest one?
The newest one.
Joseph Turok, the soldier?
I don't know. The one that he gets a knife and he just goes to freaking town on all the dinosaurs.
Yeah, he just crash lands on an alien planet full of dinosaurs.
Oh, wait, no. Cancel that one. No. No, no, no. Get rid of it. Gone. Gone.
All right, where are we at?
Gears of War. A Gears of War 3 movie. Done. Maybe a Gears of War 1 movie. Like a Gears of War movie. I think it would be awesome. Just for the sole reason... I was going to say Halo, but they already have a Halo
Fuck
movie.
Halo.
Well, the Mass
I'm
Effect,
so
I
sick
think
of
there's a
Halo.
Mass Effect movie in development.
I don't think so.
I think.
Because they're working on Mass Effect 4 now.
I've read somewhere there was a Mass Effect movie in development, so that would be, yeah, but honestly, I don't think you could make a movie out of it because it takes the decision out of it.
I'll take the decision out. They just probably go with. They'd probably pick a mix of decisions because I think like you can play with certain ways you play that game. Like if you're trying to get a certain result, then you'll always pick the Paragon ones or you'll always pick the Renegade ones. But realistically, if I was to actually like do what I would just do in that game, I would end up with a lot of both because there's sometimes
Same with like The Walking Dead. Like
Yeah.
you did like the Walking Dead Telltale game. There's no.
There's times I don't want to do nice shit, but there's sometimes like I want to pull a renegade trigger and punch somebody in the fucking nose for bad mouthing me. I'm Shepard. I'm badass. Like in 3, the only renegade trigger that I'm pretty sure everyone does, the one after the Kai Lang fight, where he's crawling up behind you and you do the thing with the Omni Blade and like stab him in the fucking thing. Like everybody does that renegade trigger. No matter what, everybody does that one. Because you know, just sometimes you just gotta be renegade. So I think realistically, to make that movie, they would just do a mix of the choices, and all the really pivotal ones, you can go either way on.
Fair enough.
So I think that's the positive. I'd like to see Mass Effect.
That'd be a good.
Yeah. And my number 1, I'd say Darksiders.
Yeah.
That'd be neat.
Especially since they're not gonna finish the series anymore.
They're not?
No, like THQ got like disbanded or bought out or something happened to them.
It sucks.
It does suck because I was really gonna get excited for like the Strife and
Darksiders 2 was
Damage
pretty
games.
alright too.
Yeah.
Darksiders 2 was incredible. Darksiders 2 was a lot better than 1, but 1 was still really good.
What did you
I
think of
stopped
like
playing it.
Dark Souls? Did you like Dark Souls?
That would be a movie of nothing but death over and over.
Exactly.
And over.
That's
It
what I
would
mean.
be like 300.
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah, it would.
No,
It's-
yeah,
because
well,
you
it's
said
always
there
all
would
the
be
same
one-
person
It'd
that's
just be
always
one
dying.
like really badass dude like through this whole treacherous trek just killing shit. Which would be stupid and cool at the same time. I think like a fan movie, like if someone who was really dedicated took the time to like set something like that up and work it, but I don't think it would make a good like theater movie. Like nobody
I
wants
agree,
to
I
sit through
agree.
dark. It doesn't have enough story.
You're right, because it's literally just kill everything that
It's
moves,
literally
or
story.
die.
Yeah, or die. Or die. Or die.
Or
Die,
die.
die.
But then
a
even
lot.
when you die, you come back. So there's just fuck Dark Souls kind of.
Die a lot, the movie. You know what I'm surprised at?
That actually looks really good.
It does,
That
yeah.
They've yet to create a Castlevania movie.
That is kind of, yeah. It always weirded me out. Did you see there was like a Castlevania fighting game on the Wii that was drawn by the dude who drew Death Note?
That's neat.
And the cover on the front, it was Simon from the first 2 games, but he looked really
Good.
bondagey.
Oh my. Number 1 for me,
Yeah.
Skyrim.
I couldn't do it.
Fuck that. No,
I couldn't sit through a movie that long.
No,
It
I
doesn't
couldn't
have to be that long.
No,
Just get
'cause
the
if
main
you're just doing the
storyline.
main story, but then no, because the main story is shitty. I'd say do Oblivion.
Oblivion had a
Oblivion's
great.
main story was much better than Skyrim's.
I would
And
say
then a bunch of people are gonna comment on this if they say they're like, make Morrowind. And I'm like, fuck Morrowind. Seriously, fuck Morrowind. Make an Oblivion movie.
I don't really like the Elder Scrolls games in general.
Well, you-
I can't sit and play them.
Shun.
I'm sorry. I just can't sit and play them. Like I can play them.
No, I understand. Like
Like it gets boring really fast. I'm sick of walking
Bethesda
everywhere.
games are tedious. They just are.
Yeah, like
They're tedious game makers, and I'm okay with that. Like I like their tedious games, but they're tedious and glitchy.
yeah, they are.
But if there was gonna be an Elder Scrolls movie, I would like Oblivion.
I agree with you on that
Because
one.
Oblivion has a much better story than Skyrim. Fuck dragons. Dragons are dumb, but like Satan coming to Earth and unleashing demons everywhere is fucking.
Hey, I like the dragons in Skyrim. Just the
No,
What about?
I'm gonna tell you why I don't like the dragons in Skyrim. Because they're the wimpiest fantasy dragons.
They are.
in the game.
I agree.
If you play Dragon's Dogma,
What
the
about-
dragons in Dragon's Dogma are fucking terrifying.
What about the dragons in the new Dragon Age game that's coming out?
See, that would be tight. Those are dragons.
Ooh.
I just thought it. You know what would be a good movie? The Witcher. I don't know if you guys have ever played The Witcher,
I
but
don't
that
think
would
so.
be
Never played it.
probably one of the best Western RPG series ever.
What about Red Dead Redemption?
I don't like.
Hell
The,
yes.
I don't like the Red Dead Redemption
Hell yeah.
games.
It'd
I can't do
definitely
them.
be good.
It'd be a good movie.
It would be
like
a
if
good
they did the Red Dead Redemption one, it'd be so good.
Yeah, it'd be
but
good.
I just can't. I can't play them. Like I do not enjoy. It's like GTA, but in like Western times.
Or Oddworld. Extremely Red.
I like Oddworld, but I don't see it being a movie.
This is something where our last video was just covering. Because my number one is Five Nights at Freddy's. I would love to see a movie.
Yeah.
Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
I would love to
Definitely.
see that.
That would be
love-
interesting, but he'd have to do other shit. Like he'd have to walk around,
Well, yeah. I think it'd be like a night at the museum kind of thing,
except fucking scary.
except like a horrifically
And then
scary
at some
movie.
point, if it was gonna be a movie, he'd have to fight back, and that's another
And you
thing.
gotta have a reason why he's there for 5 nights, other than he's just some asshole.
There has to be some compelling.
His mom is in the hospital, and it's the only way he can get money.
That's
There we
cheesy
go.
as fuck, but I like it.
Whatever. It's
At
something.
the end, I feel like there
This
should be like
gardener
a scene.
gets his like head ripped off, and he's
like
a head in a jar.
once he finishes the
And
5
that's when he
days,
gets
and if he
reattached.
does the 6th one after he gets like fired or let go or whatever for tampering with the machinery.
His 6th day, he agrees to go back because he's planning on blowing the place up to end all the suffering.
And then the
No,
sixth
not all
night he
that.
ends
That's
up dying.
Fucking too serious. I feel like at the end he should be able to make it back home, and there should be like this really just like heavy-handed scene of him like with his like fiance or something. They're like hugging it out, and she's like, what is the big deal? And he's just like gasping. He's so glad to see her because like,
She doesn't know what's going on.
yeah, she has no idea.
I think the movie would be really great if the animatronics were just misunderstood. Like, you know what I mean?
No.
Like I mean,
No.
like horribly, like
No.
scary.
No.
no, I want them to be
No.
evil as shit.
They have to literally be something
In that,
terribly wrong.
There was
with
even
this.
like the thing where they said like the people were like not wanting their kids to go near him because there was like mucus and blood coming out of their face holes.
Yeah.
That shit is like, that's some shit, dude.
I would be so okay with that. I don't know why I thought that'd be a good idea if they were like.
Because it just would.
No, I meant like them being.
Oh yeah,
nice.
don't be misunderstood. Misunderstood is lame. Make them be evil. I hate misunderstood villains.
Fair enough. Depending on what movie, whatever it's from. So with that, we got all of them.
Yeah. Looks like we got all of them down.
We had a nice discussion. There's probably more, but like, I'm not sitting here trying to think
Yeah.
about other things that would make like good video game movies, you know, because there's just a lot of work. Really, I don't really
Oh shit!
think.
What
That's,
the fuck?
I don't think that's great. You know, I don't think that's really solid, man. Yeah.
I'm just.
Okay,
I don't
alright
know
then.
what solid you're talking about. That's what I'm worried
Metal
about.
Gear. You know what? I'd like to see a Metal Gear Rising movie.
I didn't like Rising.
Ah,
I'd like to see a Metal Gear 4 movie.
I don't know if I could sit through an actual Metal Gear game movie.
Well, yeah, they'd be like 8
Holy
hours
shit.
long.
Yeah, but I would watch a Rising movie because it would make a good action movie.
It would, yeah.
Just seeing, or even better yet, if they decided to do just a movie about Gray Fox instead of Raiden.
Yeah.
That'd be cool too. I heard that's what like if they make like another Metal Gear Rising, it's going to be about Frank
Gray
instead
Fox.
of Jack.
Great Fox!
Gray Fox.
Okay, well, that's our 5 video games that need movie adaptations.
Oh, God.
I'm Big Mac. This is young, nasty man, Jeremy Thingy, whatever.
And I'm DisengagedSoul. Thanks for joining us, guys.